Hello students, today we will be solving the IBMath AHL May 2025 paper 2 TZ1 question number 4. You will be getting the solutions for the first 3 questions from this paper and the solutions for the other questions from the other past papers in form of playlists on my channel NS Online Math Tutoring Classes. You will also be getting playlists where the solved past paper questions will be available based on their topics. I'm Nilanjana Sanyal. I'm an online IBMath AHL level tutor. My phone number and my website address are displayed at the bottom of the screen. So without any further delay, let us start to solve question number 4. The maximum mark is 8. In a study, measurements for arm span A centimeter and foot length F centimeter are taken for a large group of adults. For this group, the regression line of F on A is found to be F equal to 0.335A minus 32.6 and the regression line of A on F is found to be A equal to 2.89F plus 99.3. Each regression line passes through the mean point. This is mentioned over here. Even if it is not mentioned, you should be knowing that every regression line passes through the mean point. Okay. So part A's question is, by using an appropriate regression line, find an estimate of the arm span for an adult with a foot length of 19.8 centimeters. So we have to find the arm span. We are given the foot length. So therefore, we will be choosing this equation where arm span is the subject of the equation. Okay. So the regression line is A on F. So part A is equal to 2.89F plus 99.3. So therefore, A is equal to 2.89 times 19.8 plus 99.3. Okay. So we have to use the calculator. 2.89 times 19.8 plus 99.3. Enter. 156.522. So correct to 3 significant figures. The foot length will be, the arm span will be equal to 157 centimeters. Okay. So therefore, arm span is equal to 157 centimeters. Now I am writing this equal to sign because I'll be writing correct to 3 significant figures. That is why I always write the equal to sign. In case you do not write this part, then you have to write this symbol, approximately equal to. Okay. So part B, for this group of adults, find the mean arm span and the mean foot length. Okay. So let us take this expression 2.89F. Do not take this 157 correct to 3 significant answers for any subsequent calculation. Never do that. Okay. 2.89F plus 99.3. This is equal to A. So we have to get the expression of A from this equation also. So it will be obviously F plus 32.6 divided by 0.335. Okay. So this will be equal to F plus 32.6 divided by 0.335. Okay, and now we have to solve for F. So first thing that we can do is we can multiply the entire equation by 0.335 to get rid of this denominator. So this is equal to 2.89 times 0.335f plus 99.3 times 0.33f 335, okay, equal to f plus 32.6, okay. So we have multiplied the entire equation by 0.335, and now f plus 32.6, and now obviously we will be subtracting f from both the sides, so it is 0 2 point, this part is there, 2.89 times 0.335 f, subtracting f from both the sides, okay. So minus f, and also we are subtracting this from both the sides. So this is equal to 32.6 minus 9.3 times 0.335, okay. And we can take out the f as the common factor from the left side. It is f and 2.89 times 0.335 minus 1 is equal to 32.6 minus 99.3 times 0.335, and so the expression for f will be equal to 32.6 minus 99.3 times 0.335 divided by 2.89 times 0.335 minus 1. Okay, we need the calculator. So it is 32.6 minus 99.3 times 0.335, okay, divided by 2.89 times 0.335 minus 1. Enter. 20.89 and all. So correct to three significant figures, it will be 20.9 centimeters, the foot length, okay. So therefore, f equal to 20.9 centimeters, correct to three significant figures, okay. And again, I can use this equation to get the corresponding arm span, but over there, I will not be using 20.9 for the value of f. I'll be taking at least 5 significant digits. I'll be using the calculator, so I'll be taking the entire answer. But even if you cannot do that, at least take 5 significant digits for any subsequent calculation. Okay. So therefore, A is equal to 2.89 times, it is 20.8948 I am taking, okay, 8948, 20.8948 plus 99.3. So this should be equal to, in the calculation I will be taking the entire answer, or else okay, I may take this part also. So it is 2.89 times 20.8948 plus 99.3. 159.68 and all. So correct to three significant figures, it will be 160 centimeters. Okay. So this is the foot length. And arm span equal to 160 centimeters, correct to three significant figures. Okay. 160. Okay. The heights 8 centimeter of adults in the group can be modeled by a normal distribution with mean 163 centimeters and standard deviation sigma centimeters. It is found that 88% of the group have a height between 153 centimeters and 173 centimeters. So, part C's question is find the value of sigma, the standard deviation. Okay, because the sigma is unknown, it is obvious that we have to use the standardized normal distribution function z. So h is a normal distribution variable with mean as 163 and the variance is sigma square. Okay. And it is said that the height between 153 and 173, so P of 153 is less than H is less than 173 is equal to 88% or 0.88. Okay. And we have to use the inverse normal function because the sigma is not known and the probability is known. For sigma not known, we have to use the standardized normal distribution function, and for because the probability is given, we have to find the we have to use the inverse normal. But we can use the inverse normal when we are asked to for something like P of h less than k equal to say 0.12. What is the value of k? We can use the inverse normal. Okay, provided the sigma and mean they are given, and if they are not given, we can use the standardized normal distribution function, and we will be using this conversion formula z equal to x minus mu over sigma, and we will be getting the value of k. We can get the value of k. But over here, and of course, the inequality sign should be less than or equal to, okay, in order to use the inverse normal function. But over here, you are given two values. The probability is between these two values, 153 centimeters and 173 centimeters. How to deal with this? We have to think about the normal distribution curve. So this is the normal distribution curve. The mean is 163 centimeters. And this is 153 centimeters, which is 10 less than the mean. And this is the 173 centimeters, which is 10 more than the mean. Okay. And we are given that the probability of this part is equal to 0.88. Right. So what will be the probability of this part and this part? Why do we need this? Because this P of h greater than 153 but less than 173 can be written as 153 is less than h is less than 173. This can be written as P of h less than 173 minus P of h less than 153. Okay. If you are confused, let me show you. Let me explain. P of h greater than 173. Sorry, not greater than, less than, is which portion? This whole thing. Okay, P of h less than 173. The area of this portion will be giving you P of h less than 173. And which portion will be giving you P of H less than 153? P of H less than 153 is this part. Okay. So the yellow portion minus this pink, it is actually pink, but it is appearing to be somewhat red in color because it is over the yellow color. So is this portion, okay, which is P of H greater than 153 but less than 173. So this is equal to P of H less than 173 minus P of H less than 153. And as I've said that if I can get to this form, then I can very well find the value of sigma using the standardized normal distribution variable z. So I want to come to this form. How to come to this form? Because the probability of this portion is 0.88. So what will be the probability of this section, which is currently in pink, highlighted in pink, and this portion? It will be obviously 1 minus 0.88. Okay. So 1 minus 0.88, which is equal to 0.12. Clear? So the probability of H less than 153 plus probability of H greater than 173 is 0.12. Probability of H or 153, okay, sorry. Probability of H less than 153 plus probability of H greater than 173 is equal to 0.12. And because the normal distribution curve is totally symmetrical about the mean, therefore this portion should be equal to this portion. This portion's probability, that is the probability of H less than 153, should be equal to the probability of H greater than 173. Okay. So therefore we can say, therefore probability of H less than 153 should be equal to, this can be written as 2 times probability of H less than 153 equal to 0.12, or probability of H less than 153 is 0.12 divided by 2, which is equal to 0.06. Now we have got this type of an equation. Probability of H less than 153 is 0.06. Yes, of course, in this case, we know the value of K because we do not know the value of sigma. We have to know the value of sigma, get the value of sigma. Okay. So, but we have come to this portion that probability of H less than 153 is 0.06. Now we will be using the standardized normal distribution function. So Z, the mean is 0 and the variance is 1. So probability of Z less than some value Z1 is equal to 0.06. And now you see the similarity between this equation and this equation. Over here, the K was unknown. In this case, Z1 is unknown, but the mean and standard deviation, they are unknown. So we have to use the calculator to get the value of Z1. Okay. So menu and then number 5 probability and number 5 distribution, and then since the probability is given, we have to use the inverse normal. Number 3, area will be 0.06. And the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. So the Z1 value is negative 1.55477 I'm taking because I'll be needing this to get the standard deviation value. This is not the final answer, so I will not be taking value correct to 3 significant figures. Okay. So negative 1.55477. So therefore Z1 equal to, you may write inverse norm. How did you get it? 0.06 and the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1 is equal to negative 1 point, let me see the value once more, 55477. Okay, 55477. And now we will be using this, this one, this transformation formula between x and z to get the value of sigma. Okay, so therefore negative 1.55477 should be equal to x is 153. Okay, so 153 minus mu is 163 centimeters, of course, divided by sigma. So it is, or sigma is equal to 153 minus 163 divided by negative 1.55477. Okay, calculator. Okay, 153 minus 163 divided by, you can write this or I can take this entire answer. So let me take the entire answer in this case. You may try with negative 1.55477. You'll be getting the same value. Okay, correct to 3 significant figures. So enter. It is 6.43. Correct to 3 significant figures, the sigma value will be 6.43. Okay, so therefore sigma equal to 6.43 centimeters, correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, so we have completed solving this question. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Please like and share this video in case you have liked my explanation, and please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel in case you have not subscribed to my channel till now. Your liking, sharing and subscribing will be really helping me a lot. We meet again very soon in our next session. We'll be solving question number 5 of the same paper. Till then, bye.